What's up, YouTube? Show you guys a series of budget decks, but before I do that, I just wanted to show you a little fun deck I was toying around with. I've always liked the Nordics, and so every once in a while I try to put together decks that kind of abuse some of the little known cards that they have. Shortly after this video, I'll start my alternatives to high-end decks and cards and whatnot. But this is just a little fun deck I want to show you guys. So let's start off. Gores, 2 Chaos Sorcerer, 2 Summoner Monk, Mystic Tomato, 3 Sacred Crane, 3 Goldfax, 2 Tongue Norster, 2 Verge, Sanguine, Gale, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Nordic Relic Dropner, 2 Creature Swap, excuse me, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, 2 Fetters, Fenrir, 3 Nordic Relic Gungnir, 2 Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Torrential, and Trap Death Shoot. Let's talk about some of the obvious combos of the deck. Of course, Summoner Monk, ditch a spell, get Sacred Crane, draw a card, we can exceed. Summoner Monk, ditch a spell, we can get Goldfax Synchro. Summoner Monk, ditch a spell, get Tomato, play Creature Swap, take their big guy, poke for Tomato, get your Sanguine or Gale out, main phase 2, Synchro Gale, and Summoner Monk. With Tongue Norster, you know, when a monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon him from your hand, special summon him in defense, then your turn, put him in attack mode, and special summon Goldfax. In face up defense mode, and then you can synchro. You can Black Rose the field, or go on any other the generic level 7s that are out there. Verge, he's really cool, but talk about Goldfax real quick. If your opponent controls the synchro monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon that card from your hand. So you can start a lot of really cool combos. You can go Goldfax, special summon, then any other normal summon you want to perform. You can go Goldfax, special summon, normal summon Verge, apply his effect, normal summon Tongue Norster, and then you have different levels you can synchro into. You can go to a 5, you can go to an 8, you can go into a 7. So it's pretty cool, because that's Verge's effect. When he's normal summon, you can perform an additional normal summon of a Nordic monster. So you can always go, if you already control monsters, you can go Verge, normal summon, apply his effect, perform another normal summon, and drop Goldfax, and then you can synchro into a level 5 Catastor or Android, or you know, any of the other level 5s you can think of that are generic or that would fit this case. I think the Voltic Unicorn, or whatever its name is, he's a level 5, so you can bring that out. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $1, even for like the ultimate rare, it's like $1.50. So it's pretty cool. Thing to mention about Verge, when he leaves the field, you can add a Nordic Relic, or I'm sorry, when he leaves the field and goes to the graveyard, you can add a Nordic Relic Dropner, excuse me, or Nordic Relic card from your grave to your hand. So we have the 2 Dropner there, and we have the 3 Gungnir. And the reason why I'm running this card, I mean, it's not amazing. It just gives your Nordic guys an 800 attack boost, but when it's destroyed by card effect, like Heavy Storm, MST, or Judgment Dragon, or what have you, you can add in another Nordic Relic card from your deck to your hand. So let's say you have a Goldfax and he's equipped with that, then a couple other cards set, like let's say you set your Gleipnir and your Call the Haunted with Sanguine Engrave. They go to storm you, then you just chain off all of your cards. Call the Haunted, get Sanguine, search, activate Gleipnir, search, possibly getting Tongue Norster because you know they're about to kill your dude in battle. And then Nordic Relic gets destroyed, you can search another Dropner or search a Gungnir. and so their storm actually negged them. So just a cool little combo. The cool thing about Gungnir is you remove from play a face-up Nordic monster to destroy one card your opponent controls. So it kind of acts like a less effective smashing or Icarus attack. It only hits one card, but once it gets removed from play on your second end phase, it comes back. So let's say you opened up Goldfax or Verge, whatever. You set this. They make a play. You disrupt it by activating your Gungnir. Your dude gets removed. Then throughout the course of the game, before your second end phase comes up, you happen to draw another Gungnir, or let's say you use the effect on a Goldfax or Tongue Norster or whatever to remove them from play. On that next turn, your Verge gets destroyed by battle. It gets into the grave. You add the Gungnir to your hand. When your second turn comes around after activating this, you set this, and then in the end phase, one of these guys come back, and now the card is locked and loaded, ready to go again. If you have the money, you can replace one of the Chaos Sorcerers with a Blackluster Soldier. Hopefully, if you've been playing this game for any amount of time, you've acquired a small collection of banned cards for shits and giggles. So hopefully you have a Blackluster Soldier before it climbed in price. Effect Veiler, it's a pretty high dollar rare, but for the rare it's only around 15 bucks. I wouldn't expect to pay more than 15 bucks for a rare. And like with any hobby, they all require initial investment. I mean, if you play Xbox or PlayStation 3, you're playing your Call of Duty or whatnot, you had to make the initial investment of getting the PS3 or the Xbox 360 or whatever. So, when you're making your initial investment, just be mindful that you're going to have to put in a couple $100, and then just keep, as you're playing the game and as formats change, try to remember that some cards are just going to be staples because of how damn good they are. Effect Veiler is one of those cards because monster effects are so important. Having a play set of Effect Veilers around, is just kind of a good idea. Creature swap's pretty important because we have a lot of small monsters, low attack monsters. So, your best target is the Mystic Tomato. But you can also swap them the Verge. So you summon this dude, swap them, and then you can recover one of these back, one of those 5 cards from your graveyard. Kind of combos with Summoner Monk as well, because if you pitch this and then later on this gets destroyed or synchroed with or what have you and sent to the graveyard, or let's say it's already in the graveyard and the end phase MST, you chain call the Haunted targeting your Verge. Well, he's destroyed, he leaves the field, goes to the graveyard, and you can add spell back. So it's kind of a slow way to recover this spell, but in the long run you don't neg from pitching from Summoner Monk. And that was kind of the idea of just maintaining card advantage and trying to keep pace with tour guide builds and other expensive builds. Trap Dust Shoe is just too good this format, so it's a common. And as you guys can see, with the exception of Fetters of Fenrir and Gores, the whole deck are commons and rares. Even Fetters is a $5 ultra rare, so this deck shouldn't run you very much if you were to go out and buy it card for card. I mean, you're looking at 30 bucks for 2 Effect Veilers, 10 bucks for the 2 Fenris, 40, and then you should be able to pick up the rest of this, pretty dirt cheap. I mean, they're all commons and rares. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect to spend more than 75 bucks on this entire deck. I mean, if you're just getting into the game, that's not a bad investment to have a semi-competitive deck and at the same time acquiring some pretty good staples. I mean, you get your Veilers, Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Trap Dust Shoot, Gores, maybe some Chaos Sorcerers. Sacred Crane's going to be really good since Monk is at 2. And just drawing the card, I mean, Crane dies, goes to the graveyard. Later on, you call the Haunted Monster Reborn it, you draw a card, you pitch a spell for Monk. You spell summon, you replace the spell you pitch for Monk by drawing another card. You exceed with it. And so, it's just awesome. Show you guys the extra deck. I didn't bother putting together an ideal extra deck because I don't want to run up the price, and it's really annoying seeing people whine about how much things cost. So I'm just gonna put in cards that are, you know, under 10 bucks. So, you know, your Leviathan Dragon comes in a 10 structure deck, 10 structure deck. This is Ghost Rare Stardust, but you know, Stardust has been reprinted as a rare, easy to get. Again, printed as a rare. This has been printed as a rare. This is like a $7 promo. Excuse me. Armor Master has been reprinted as a rare, I believe. No, or super. So he should be under 10 bucks. Dark-End Dragon's about 5 bucks. Thunder Unicorn, that's his name. So you can go Verge, normal summon Goldfax, or you can special summon Goldfax, normal summon Verge, and then drop your Tongue Norster. Go into Thunder Unicorn, set your Nordic Relic, and now you have a setup to where if they try to make a play, you can disrupt by activating the Gungnir, removing from play your Tongue Norster, destroying one of their cards, and keeping your Thunder Unicorn safe. Magical Android has been reprinted as a rare, and Voltic Bicorn is another synchro that's under 5 bucks, and you make him with Goldfax and Tongue Norster, or Goldfax and Sangan. Some other cards consider are Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Ray Dragon Archfiend. You know, there's numerous synchros out there if you're just willing to look and spend a couple of dollars. You know, not the big tour guide money or the big solemn warning money, not that kind of money. Just, you know, 15 max dollars per card, and you get a lot of really good staples. All right, let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, coming soon, I'm going to be showing you my budget builds, more competitive alternatives to tour guide builds, and decks that are pretty likely to win a regional if ran by a good duelist. And you know, you just take the patience to learn all the plays. They've been play tested. You know, I play test all my decks before I put them up on YouTube, so that way I don't sound like I'm talking out of my ass. All right, DUBKDAD, Team DKF. Hope you guys like my Nordic build, and I'm out.